YouTube, what's up with it, man? Hey, man, I'm asking everybody if you can do me a favor, go subscribe, like, share, hit me with a thumbs up, let me know I'm kicking my stuff. This right here, the young homeboy, excuse me, the young homeboy was asking me, he said, homie, what's like the craziest character, style, uh, OG big homeboy? And I told him, I said, it's a lot of homeboys, big homeboys that's, hell of a active, was monuments to this thing, homie. Still is when they was in their time banging and shit. But I said the most standout is OG from the turf that I gotta give his props to. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it was many more, but this particular one, you would have to give him his props, homie. And that's K-Wack, homie. Anybody that's familiar with the Inglewood neighborhood pop rules, we had a homeboy named K-Wack, and now he just living this life regular, don't have no affiliation ties with this. I'm just telling a story about a legendary OG homeboy out the community. And like I said, I would give it to a K-Wack, you know what I'm saying? And that at this time in like the early 90s or something, when I first met him, we was on the block we was on was Eucalyptus, homie. And back then, a homie, you didn't have to have no cars or this and that. The excitement of all that shit that a nigga just gravitated to was you hearing about a homie that was a good, lovable homie. Nigga was down, he was active. Nigga was just a hell of a character. You would be young hearing about this shit, infatuated with this shit, and you be waiting for these dudes to come home, homie. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, at them times you be hearing about a homeboy. So me, few more niggas out my era and shit, we hearing about this K-Wack, yeah, K-Wack a fool. K-Wack got the hood on his neck. K-Wack this, K-Wack shot his mama vacuum up because it was a Hoover vacuum. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the Hoovers or nothing. But yeah, K-Wack shot the vacuum up because it said Hoover. K-Wack did this, K-Wack did that. You know what I'm saying? K-Wack popped at his pops because his pops said he couldn't hang out. Whether if it was true or not, we was hearing all these stories. K-Wack walked past the 50 Crips, nigga, still with a flag on his head and shit. So we like, nigga, we ain't, back then, anybody that's in my era that got legendary big homies, whether if they was Crips, Bloods, or essays, like I said, if you was in my era, we was waiting on these dudes to come home, homie. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's the 90s, early 90s, beginning of the 90s, and the block is Eucalyptus, homie. So every day was like a party in the motherfucking hood, homie. You know what I'm saying? Neighbors really wasn't tripping. At least some major busting went down or some shit like that in some of these buildings, homie. So this particular building, we was able to kind of party, drink, have it our way. A few people from the area and different Damu communities kind of like reside in that motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And so K-Wack, niggas like K-Wack home, K-Wack home. So back then, homies would get out the pen, homie, after doing a dime or whatever them niggas was doing. Nigga come straight home, back to the turf and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get his $200 and nigga pass going back in the set, homie. So, like I said, it's a party. So niggas like K-Wack, certain homies, big homies had cell phones and shit. So niggas like K-Wack about to come to the hood, such and such, and they went to go pick him up. They on their way back. So I remember being on the block, homie, and the homies wind up swooping up in the building, coming down the hill on the driveway. Nigga, and it's a homie hanging out the car and shit, damn near like some South Central shit. Nigga, you see a light-skinned nigga couple little freckles on his motherfucking face and shit. Motherfucking funny eyes, and this nigga had like a feather or some shit, homie. Niggas was wearing feathers and Shirley Temple still at that time, homie. The homie feathered up, hanging out the car, Dukes and Hazzard style, chunking it up, looking crazy. We ain't really seen no homeboys like this. Like I say, he had a whole different get down, homie. We ain't seen no homies wearing flies and nigga khakis and chucks still like us and shit at a certain age. Homie started kind of like dressing a certain type of way, homie. So yeah, this nigga jump out, banged out, nigga. We drinking, this nigga blood and talking crazy, pushing up on different young homies, introducing himself. Nigga, I'm K-Wack, nigga. And we like, nigga, the homie like reminded the nigga of some LA type niggas and shit, homie. So that was like the first day, homie, of meeting a homie. You know what I'm saying? He was everything that a nigga heard of, homie. You know what I'm saying? Banged out. Nigga with the fly and shit, some shit, you know what I'm saying? Some back in the day blood shit, homie. So as I started later functioning with the big homie, seeing him on the block, homie, he was one of the, you know, like I say, lovable big homies and shit. The homegirl, they loved the shit out of him. And homegirl from different turf, family, swans, the 20s, east side villains, and different turfs and shit. They loved it, dog, homie. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a nigga picked up a gain of character. Anybody that said they ain't got no character from K-Wack, homie, nigga, you lying, nigga. Cause K-Wack was, he'll pump some shit up. Like, nigga, like back then, homies a car like, who in the hood? He like, nigga, we over here 50 deep, nigga, thick as a motherfucker. We probably be there about 15 deep, but he'll motivate niggas to keep coming through to make it like it's a big ass party, homie. And like I said, you would know it's cracking, nigga. You see K-Wack come up the block, nigga, from Really Raw. We had a shop, beauty shop called Really Raw on Market in La Brea or something like that. And he'd come through, he'd come back, hit the block, nigga, khakied up, chucked up, motherfucking Shirley Temple. And so he had me doing that shit, nigga, Shirley Temple, khaki suits, chucks, homie. And we was like, we 17, 18, this nigga like damn near 30, hanging out with this shit, homie. We like, nigga, this shit, he cracking dice games and hustling and shit. Nigga, you know, the nigga like, this nigga the thing to do, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the homeboys that kind of like showed the nigga how to caravan and shit. Cause back then niggas a caravan about 20 deep, going to a different hood, different function, and it be like them homies pull up and block the whole lights off, homie, both sides of traffic, homie, and just let 100 cars or 20 cars or 30 cars come through, homie. That's the type of homie the homie was and shit, homie. You know, shit, homie, legendary big homeboy, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he had just did a gain of time. I'm glad he out. I'm glad he just, you know, tucked away doing his thing. But like I said, homie, if you give a motherfucker they props on character and style and like I said back then, niggas say extra, putting it on super extra, you have to give it to a K-Wack, homie. Cause he gon' come through loud, chunking it up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Pumping it up and all that type shit, homie. The OG K-Wack. So those homies, like I say, that's just my opinion. It might be some different homies. But my opinion, homie, the homie that was billboarded the most out of the OG homeboys, you gotta give it to a K-Wack, homie. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a nigga like who can I compare this nigga to right now on the scene, homie? That's something a nigga can kind of put. Nigga probably can't put nothing next to that nigga, homie. You know, I know he was up there in our area. You would put him with a Tookie type nigga with a lot of clout like that. You know, but yeah, K-Wack, every turf, no K-Wack, homie. So yeah, that's that, homie. 89 on up, homie. Still kicking G shit, not E shit. And like I say, man, I'ma stay hitting, man. So like I said, man, hit the subscribe, share it, likes, thumbs up. Let me know I'm kicking my stuff. I'm out.